Okay, I normally don't run stickers on my helmet. Kind of like a clean helmet myself. And 2, in memory, Etho Night, EK, pigs are always down. I'm actually now running a sticker on my helmets. And this person actually inspired a few of my videos this year. So in memory of EK.
Okay. Just going to use this as a start, and I'll cut out here real quickly. Just using an example here. You can see within a couple weeks, almost all the leaves are gone off the trees. Kind of sucks. And getting a nice day today, but still tires are a little cold, so I'll have to be careful. Okay. Next cut will be just on the freeway. I'm doing a requested video here, so I do apologize for some overlap. Overlap of where I'm driving, that is. Okay, bad sign. Starting a video with ambulance in the shot. Okay, speed cam up ahead. Okay. Video that's been requested has been throttle blipping. Okay, why you throttle blip? There's about 3 reasons. Is because bikes have a Synchromesh transmission, and for that cold tires we just started, for that transmission to work properly in shifting, okay, bad. For the transmission to work properly, it wants to be in a higher rev. So if I'm going to go through theory, and I'm going down this road for a reason, because I want to hit one corner. Hopefully I can give a good example of it. Now that you got me thinking about it, I'll probably screw it right up. Someone said, hey, you look like you're really good at it. Why don't you do a video on it? Okay, theory. When you pull in the clutch and you're braking, what happens is your RPM drops right down to 1.5, wherever you got your idle set. So all of a sudden you've lost the point where the engine wants to be to actually do a proper shift. So you can do it most times anyways, but it's hard on the transmission. Another reason is when you're releasing the clutch, well, your motor doesn't have to spin up from a low RPM state, but I love that. I really do. Synchromesh transmissions are going to make that the thing of the past. And what I mean by that, okay, pull in your clutch, you dump a couple gears, and you dump a couple gears and your transmission's down idling around 1. You release that clutch and it's got to come back up to the point of running RPM where it needs to be. So there's going to be that chirp as the tire catches up to rotation speed of the RPM of the motor. But I love that chirp, I really do. There's a lot of times I'll produce that chirp on purpose. And I love when the rear end goes whoosh, skids out, kind of fun. Okay. I want to use this series of corners as an example. Okay, blip, kick her down, clutch in, kick her down. Blip, kick her down. Now, I'm a very aggressive rider, so I'm kicking down into a very high RPM range. So as soon as you blip, kick it down, release that clutch nice and smooth. So what happens, your RPM, okay, since we're behind someone here, your RPM will go up. Now, clutch in, it starts coming down, you kick her down, release the clutch. You notice where I'm doing that. You're keeping your RPM in the higher range, and it's actually easier. Go, 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 free flow. It's easier on the motor and the whole bit, just in case that one didn't work out. Blip, don't go too high of a rev on a blip. You really don't. All you have to do, depending on bike, kick it around, I don't know, around 6 to 8 RPM, depending on the bike. Older bikes, this was a really big requirement because, man, the transmissions today, they're much nicer than they used to be. You actually used to get sore feet from shifting. Oh, come on, man. This guy just ruined my corners, so I couldn't even do some examples here. So I'll have to find another place to do some blipping. So kind of 3 things. You're hitting the RPM, well, you're doing 3 functions. If you've ever played foosball and you've ever done oops, pay attention to the road. You've ever done a nice wrist snap, very similar to that. Get away from you, my friend. Oh. Okay. Damn. I want to do a cheat here. It's a very quick wrist snap to just blip the throttle, get it up into the higher RPMs. Okay. Oh yeah, person that requested this, just so you know. I'm currently running 6 cameras and this is going to be a hell of an edit. Kind of had fun setting them up though. Okay, so just remember, kick it up, blip the throttle, get into the RPM. The RPM will start coming down, but that's when you're pulling in the clutch and immediately kicking it down, and at that point, that's when you're releasing the clutch. Now, you don't have to release the clutch, as in, you can do multiple blips, multiple gears. Sometimes you'll see me go blip, blip, and I've never released the clutch, but what I've actually done is, I'm keeping the RPMs in the range where I want it for a nice Synchromesh coming down. Now, when I'm being very aggressive and coming into a corner hard and fast, I love compression braking, using my rear end. So at times, you may see me dump 3 gears very quickly. Blip, 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 and every time you're hearing that blip go up, that means I'm shifting down. And might be able to use the next corner, we'll find out. Now that means I'm shifting down, and what I'm doing every time I'm shifting This is where you really have to know your bike. You know, okay, when I dump my clutch now, I'm in third gear. This is actually going to take my rear end, slide it a little bit. I love that slide, but that's not the optimal. That's not the optimal scenario to put yourself into. So that's where I'm a little different, but I love that rear end chirp. Do it on purpose a lot. Am I in the wrong lane? Do I want to be in this lane? I will go in this one. The Yamaha R1's in 06. That's when they came out with the slipper clutch. What that does is it allows a partial disengagement of running high revs for a reason. Okay, that was more racing style. You caught how I was keeping the revs nice and high, so when that scenario, I did that for a purpose. You're in high revs, you're fucking giving her continuously. Hot. What you want to do is blip the throttle just a little, because you hardly need it. But usually you're so quick with your hand movements. Clutch, I won't do anything. Clutch, bang, down, releasing, that you only require a small blip because you're already so high in the rev. So it's just sort of maintaining that rev position. Now, a lot of people, should I say this? Now let's go on to a different one. So yeah, now just remember, so when older bikes without the Synchromesh, your RPM's already there. So when you're releasing the clutch, you're not waiting for the engine to spin up and catch up, so you're not going to produce that rear end chirp or skid. And God, I don't know if these cameras would hang in on a wheelie. I want to go have some fun today. It's a fun day, end of season. Why I say that? I love having fun on my bike at the end of the season for the reason if you break something, well, you got time to fix it. My rule, this is another one of my rules. If you're traveling somewhere, don't be an idiot on your bike. You break something, man, it's a pain in the ass, and all of a sudden your trip is just changed 100%. Okay, so throttle blipping, kind of three reasons. Synchromesh transmissions, and I know a few of you out there will understand. Some of those older bikes, man, God, they were just pigs when dealing with the transmission. And if you didn't Synchromesh, it was just hard dealing with the transmission. So, I want to cheat a little bit. Since I got all my cameras, I'm actually getting something for my working on my YL100, so that's why I'm here. So I'm just going to finish with the Synchromesh transmission, keeping your RPMs at the proper range, so when you dump the clutch, your engine doesn't have to catch up. It's already there. That'll actually reduce rear wheel spin or drag as you release the clutch. And besides that, it's fun to do. Okay, let's see. If this video doesn't work out, I'll redo it, do another one, because I missed one thing. Okay, man, you guys have a good one. You know, we'll finish up throttle blipping here. I have to admit, I'm one of these people that abuses their engines. And what I mean by that, sometimes I'll rely more on compression braking than I actually will the brakes themselves. I'm always ready with 2 fingers. I should have a camera over there. I'm always ready with 2 fingers to apply the front brake if needed. So that's always at the ready. Now we got to slow down here, because we got a pole coming up behind us, so this just ain't gonna work for throttle blipping. And I actually want to do a few vids today, so gotta be a little careful. Just remember, never show your speed limit on your films, your speedometer on your films. Bad idea. So I don't know where I'm going, and I'm basically finishing up with the throttle blipping. Let me know if I didn't explain, it didn't come through in video. I'll send you a private message. You know who you are, person asking me. Sorry, I can't remember your YouTube nick right now. Doing a lot of catch up in life right now. Okay. So now we got to be really careful with our speed. Because with cameras, got to remember, they'll try to take them from you and use them against you. So be really leery of that. Where do I want to go? I don't know where I want to go. Alberta Health Services. Wasn't the Popo, okay, it was only Alberta Health. Damn white vehicles. And man, I'm not gonna get a good corner in today. All these damn vehicles in front of me. Well, let's go straight then. Yeah, someone was asking, I'll wrap this into it also. I did answer your question in a comment. I have a hard time making a short video if you haven't noticed, so this will be part of it. Part of my throttle blipping. Because while we're talking about throttle control, if you come up to oil, debris, something on the road that's making you hesitant, don't dump the throttle. Ease off on it. Remember, you don't want to put too much weight on one tire. So now in a corner, you're coming in, you see some oil or you see an ugly spot. You dump the throttle to slow yourself down. You're going to transfer too much weight to the front end and probably put the bike down. You can actually... You see a lot of racers where they actually do put the bike down in those scenarios where too much weight gets transferred to the front end. If you've watched racing, pretty sure a lot of you have. Okay, I don't know where I'm going. I might get lost here. Too much transfer of weight to the front end. It's just going to slip out from you. Careful. So really in oil, all you try to do is ease off, ease off on the throttle and stand the bike up as much as you can. Okay. Ooh, hey, this ain't bad. Hey, we found a nice little road course. And to finish up on throttle blipping, oh, that's too cool. Too cool indeed. This is the road I was looking for last time when I was on my Seika. The back road of the airport. Now, if you're downshifting, and you need to do it quick and you're just not sure what to do, just fucking slam the gears down. Bang, 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 bang. Don't worry about throttle blipping. Give an example of that. You don't even need a clutch with the slipper transmission to downshift. What I mean by that, no throttle, no clutch. Down 1 gear, down 2 gears, down 3 gears. I just did that with actually no throttle, no clutch. That's a Synchromesh, not a slipper transmission. That's a Synchromesh transmission. Oh God. Okay, we'll just treat that road as an exercise because, man, I don't want to go back in the airport. That wasn't my intention. So I got a little lost, sorry about that. But good road for an example.